Hello there everyone and welcome back to more Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. Sadly, I lost my autocannon arm at the very last moments of the mission, which possibly could have very easily been avoided, since the idea was to have my AI lance mates try and get to the evac point, since I know in co-op mode, at least if any of my allies, any of my other players can get to the evac point, it evacuates all of us out, but maybe that's not the case for AI, or it's also possible they just weren't close enough. But yeah, the damage effect's certainly real here. You can see it on this one Jenner. And I think it's time to correct some of these issues I've been having with these light mechs. Mainly the Jenner. Since I hinted at it before, they are not utilizing their jump jets, so I think what I want to do is replace them entirely. But before I do that, we're going to get out of this conflict zone, since all the missions that were available are kind of dealt with. And I think I'm going to try for these 2 high reward quests here. Keep it going bold, and hopefully it helps accelerate my progress through the storyline some. And in the meantime, we'll make a pit stop over at Ulysses here to get some repairs and maybe browse around quickly for shopping, since I do have 6 million. More so if I decide to sell the spider, which I'm seriously considering on doing, because again, the main benefit of that spider is its mobility and a jump jet capability, and not really raw firepower. So it's kind of a given that my AI lance mates are not going to use it to its full potential. So I'm content with selling that right away. I just honestly did not pay attention if I got more money out of this or not. I should have checked that ahead of time if I were to be honest, just for being able to keep that in mind for later on, but I won't scoff at 1.2 million basically for what was a free salvage mech. And with that said, let's repair these cursed things too. But before I do that, let me edit the loadout. Oh god, you lost 2 of those medium lasers. And I think this kind of emphasizes my point. Take a look at that red bar. I think that's how much the maximum amount of armor that mech has on those components. And a lot of that is being taken up by these dang jump jets. Is my guess, at least. Actually, can I just repair everything? I'm sure there'll be... Well, interesting it has me remove it, but okay. Because I have spares after all. Even tier 2, but I think I'm going to use that more for my Centurion, truth be told. Since we've seen our Jenner cannot handle the demands, but at least doing this is probably something that helps. Oh god, no wonder they've been suffering so much leg damage. Take a look at that. Yeah, stripping out the jump jets is probably the best thing I could do, since that's what? These jump jets are half a ton each, aren't they? So yeah, 2.5 tons to just crank up the armor. I do need to keep an eye on how my current tonnage is to make sure it's optimized the way I want. But yeah, the reason for this is very self-explanatory. And yep, I am over, so I am going to have to cut down on something, which probably will be the... actually, maybe I cut down on the medium, the center torso some, just to get these cranked up. And hopefully I'm not going to get bitten in the ass by neglecting the headpiece a bit. Because I definitely would like the torso as much armor as possible, but safe to say that is a massive improvement. I'm just looking to see, balance it out some. There we are. 32 armor on both torsos, 44 on the center, 29 armor on the legs. We basically, yeah, this is all getting really damn close to a 40%, 50% increase in armor alone. 28 days though. It's a lot of extra time I would have not liked, but it's definitely going to be worth it in the end. Centurion, we're going to fix you. In fact, since we're going to be waiting for the Jenner, let's also take this time to replace, or give us some better lasers. At least for the time being. And where's my... There we are. And also it's important to know what's the difference here, just so I know where I'm getting my money's worth. So 2.1 heat versus 2.25. 425 range versus 400, 5 damage versus 5.25, so just slightly better all around, simply put. And let's just repair everything as a bonus. Don't have much wiggle room for the armor, unless I want to start taking out points on the rear, which is a terrible idea given the circumstances here. Normally for Mechwarrior Online, it's not a terrible idea to at least cut down some of your rear armor, since at least that's kind of a controlled environment and you know where your opponents are being deployed at, so getting shot in the rear is almost never going to happen unless they have so much more mobility than you, normally. But in this case, having that armor when opponents can deploy and spawn anywhere around you, it's worth having some there, even though this is not a lot of rear armor either way. So that's 24 days as well, so we're spending almost a month on repairs and rearming these things. And for the same reason here, you did damage a heatsink sadly, so we're gonna have to fix that. And take out the jump jets. 2 tons worth of jump jets. I don't know if we need to put heat sinks on you, but you definitely have room for some armor. Very slightly, but you do have room nonetheless. And in all honesty, the Javelin hasn't been giving me any issues for repairs if I were to be serious. I almost wanted to leave at least 1 jump jet on there, but they're not going to use it. The AI isn't, so I'm fine as is, but how do we make use of this extra tonnage? We have a bit of an odd number right now. Outside, maybe boost up the head. 2.85, so yeah. I guess I can't really put like half a heatsink in, so we're just going to leave a jump jet in there. And then the rest are going to be the heatsinks to help with the cooling some. Perfect. Perfect, 13 days. So that boosts up those guys a bit. They're going to get more punch, more capabilities. Now, since we're here, let's go do some shopping. I want to wait until 10 million, but it's a good opportunity to do that. Let's just not spend too much since I do want to get some medium mechs. And a 4th pilot's not a terrible thing, but I think I'm going to go with probably the cheapest, unless I'm worried about capping out like the max amount of skills they can get, which is pretty similar from what I could tell. Well, that's not entirely true. This piling's, what is it? Reducing damage trait is kind of a big difference here. So I will take Captain Madeline.
I hope your techs know their stuff. I'll be watching.
Won't let you down, Commander.
And then let's have a quick look at anything else that's good. First, equipment. I have a single autocannon 10 for a replacement. Worst case situation. Ammo is important. I would like to hang on to some of those in case we do. Oh wait, this is a cell selling me. I was looking at the wrong thing entirely. Burstfire AC-10. It's good to have that on hand in case. I really do want to get like the stream and, well, try out these stream LRM missiles, because with the burst fire type, it seems like most of their shots miss, so, and there's no stat difference, so for the sake of playtesting, but I already refit my Centurion, so I might as well just buy one for if the opportunity presents itself for later. Ooh, tier 1 PPC, I would love that, but we don't really have a mech that benefits off that. And get some ammo just in case, and a half ton for the sake of flexibility. Yeah, I shouldn't really need that much ammo, but again, gives me more options in case, and heat sinks will be going pretty readily. We're not spending heavily though, so is there anything I want to splurge on a bit? Really just autocannon 10 here, because I do see the possibility of using it, at the very least replacing my current AC-10. So it's good to have an extra, but I'm perfectly fine with what I got since our main weapon is really medium lasers. Oh, and I want to check battle mechs. So, no medium mechs here, 2 different variants of Spider, nothing exciting here. Let's just continue on, and no, I'm not going to wait, because we got some traveling to do still. Ooh, and there's a black market over here as well, I guess. Sadly, that is a bit of a detour. Unfortunately, I was kind of hoping it would be a little more direct. But the 27 days will help with the time that we have for repairing and refitting anyway. So I'm okay with it. And then we'll see if this is worth my time coming over here. Maybe I could just easily grab the missions that were next door to us. Make my life a little more simpler and maybe progress a little bit faster, but we got 2 special missions here. And a black market, which is interesting. From all I can tell you, from what I understand, is the black market. Although, are we currently in the black market? I'm assuming we're currently in the black market. But it's supposed to maybe negate the penalties or at least give you better discounts. I just don't know if I'm currently in the black market or not. I did click it. So maybe this entire thing is a black market and it has nothing of interest. Not yet anyway. But it does have a medium mech, which is rather tempting. Although the assassin is kind of similar to the Jenner in a sense. You can see its speed right there. It's all about mobility, jump jet potential, and of course harassing, which is something I'm not really kitted out for. It would be a terrible choice for his crew. What about the Jenner? This is the medium laser variants. Okay. So I'm okay with what we got, and maybe we'll get some good, decent salvage out of this. So first up, picking at the scraps. Nearby systems have been caught in the wake of the Black Inferno's march. Hey, we know them. I think it... Let's see, so I know these guys, we're gonna have to deal with them soon. So they're vulnerable and exposed. Most of these worlds are simple farming and extraction plants, but they still offer valuable resources that my clients are looking to acquire at, shall we say, reasonable prices. So we're gonna be raiding them. If you're willing to look past any moral quandaries, we'd like you to help us grab the supplies we need by staging a diversionary raid. If you drop into the affected planet and grab the attention of whatever defenses are still viable, then we will send in salvage crews while you're engaging the locals. Anything of value our teams find beyond what we need will be payment for this contract, and there's a lot of it too apparently, 4 different items. If it helps orient your moral compass, don't think of the job as idling and abetting thievery. Think of the job as accelerate negotiations. Our clients need these supplies far more than the local people do. Without them, they'll survive, but our clients won't. Huh. If accepting this contract may affect the availability of other contracts, so maybe these are in conflict. Yeah, pick it at the pieces, pick it at the scraps, so these are very similar. So what about you? This is an open call to any and all mercenary commands in the region. Our humble farming complex has suffered greatly at the hands of the Black Inferno. They came through, took our meager defenses, and put many of our fields to the torch, and pirate raiders calling themselves Forgale Vandals have plagued us ever since. We are clinging to what precious little we have left here, but we pooled our funds and are offering honest pay to any command willing to protect our homes from these raiders. Drive them away from our plants so that we can live in peace. I think morally, I think we know the obvious choice here, because Interstellar Expeditions, it doesn't even tell what company they are, but it almost sounds like it's the same pirate group here, Forgale's Vandals, that we would almost, we would agree to helping if we took the mission. What about Reputation? Reputation is technically the same, so this isn't really for first impressions, this does not seem like worth it. There's no money to be had. Hell, how much money does it give me? $500,000. But morally, for the sake of honor, and because it is the Black Inferno, these are the guys who ruined our day, I think we have justified reason to kind of support those who've also been victim to them. So we're accepting. Difficulty 14, defense mission, potential payout of 310,000. And I would like lots of salvage, which apparently is all going to be spent on the salvage rights. So... oh yeah, just Coalition of Farmers. And they have their own reputation no less, so I wonder how that's going to work. I'm curious as we continue on with this playthrough. Wait a minute, you did not get repaired? Did I not try to repair everything, or I just did not confirm it? That's annoying. You are in a conflict zone, so let's try this again then. Silly me probably for not repairing that properly. Oh no, 1 day, okay, it was being repaired. Was completely caught off guard that was actually taking longer than my Centurion. Alright, nobody panic, I did everything right. I'm just having a brain fart right now. Now I'm trying to remember, where did I have to go? Oh yeah, quest, pick up the pieces. So we will wait the 1 day, because that's a small price to pay. And we will get this going and see if this is worth our time or not. For the sake of dealing with Black Inferno, it definitely is, but for us as a mercenary company, it probably is not profitable.
We're gonna get to the agricultural complex and hold off the Vandals until their forces deplete. I know it doesn't look like we'll be protecting much, but this is all these farmers have.
Just don't wreck stuff, please.
Roger, moving to requested.
Because you already saw what happened there.
That the hostiles are still on a collision course with our position.
Although I'm probably just as guilty of doing that sometimes too, let's be honest. Breaking stuff, but... Oh, contacts. So...
Dead. Scooting over now, Commander.
Forming behind you, got your back.
Now I think I changed it to go over here.
Navigating to location.
And they're breaking stuff, are they? Well, they're shooting, but they're about to break stuff.
I got it. Holding in
Alright.
location.
Now where's the rest of them? Eh.
Moving to requested grid, Commander.
Well, so much for that. They're around somewhere. Just keep your eyes
Requested
peeled.
location.
They'll show up eventually. They have a bit of a chasm to go over, though, if they wish to engage us.
That requested, Commander.
Target acquired.
So, okay, we have visual contact now, so let's actually kill something for a change. Because this is terrible deployment for our opponents, I think. I almost want to have my Jenner and Javelin go after him. And of course, jump jets would be handy here, but... the only problem is someone's gonna have to go over there, I guess, if they're not gonna come to us. And my missiles are no good here. Can't get over the ridge.
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
Alright, so something's happening.
Target
Finally.
acquired.
I could not tell you what happened, though, but okay.
Hostiles are getting pretty close. Watch out.
Target
Kill confirmed.
And that should hopefully get the Locust's attention some.
We've lost the provisions warehouse.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
You got hit right in the HUD. I would like to do that again, please. And you are taking shots at it, I hope. I know your placement's not the best. Which one is... okay, Javelin.
On my way, sir.
Target
Enemy mech destroyed.
acquired.
Tango, smoke.
Draw his attention. Takes these free shots on him. Well, I get shot by something.
Commander.
Oh, getting close to damaging this as well. There, that guy's attention, didn't it? He's a nimble little bugger too. Little good that helped him.
Damage to the facilities is minor at the moment, Commander. But we cannot allow such damage to cascade. Do what you can to draw the enemies away.
Oh,
from
there's a
here.
manticore from earlier.
More enemies inbound. They really are gunning for you, Commander.
Well, that
Watch
worked out well. You keep holding that line there, hell. Let's have you placed there, spread out a tiny bit, while we're waiting for him.
Made it to your requested location, sir.
Okay, Javelin, you're easy pickings. Although you're doing a lot of laser damage to me, and I don't like it. Nope. Was hoping to get some missile shots in. One more. Should do it. So close to. Dang it. I swear the structure just got in the way.
Target.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Urban Mech, that's a scary one. I hope my Javelin's not taking too much flack. At least the good news, it doesn't have a lot of armor on that thing. Now, it lost that set arm.
Got another one.
Yep, I see those helicopters going down. One more hit.
Target destroyed.
Nice and simple, and there's 4 more targets left, so where are they hiding? Probably should try slowing down or at least reducing my speed to help cool them down. Oh, never mind.
Unable, Commander, sorry.
Kill the cicada nice and quick. Or at least try and kill that torso. Side torso's exposed, speaking of which. One more like that. Oops. Let's pretend we didn't see that on the hollow fid.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Now, locust is cicada.
We're on your target, Commander.
Protect that torso, although I am... When I turn like this, my torso is possibly exposed still, even with the shield arm. And they're hitting my leg, too. So I think what I should do is turn around the other way, with that said.
Enemy mech down.
Acquired. Critical. Target
There.
destroyed.
Last one is a lowly locust.
Engaging Commander's target.
Little bit of structural damage, at least on me, but hopefully it's not too terrible. At least the repairs. Oh, LRM did take damage, so maybe that's not true. Stop shooting me, you little pest.
No more
Nope,
signs
there
of
we go. I was wondering if they
forces.
could kill him off.
Good job, Commander.
Since
feels nice
8
to stand
late
up for
medium
the
lasers
little
should be able to tear apart anything they wish. But we got all the secondary objectives done. Hopefully the repairs are not too extreme, but it looks like most of it was on my Centaurian anyway. I consider that a big success. Was it worth it though? We're almost Reputation 5. A third of a million is still decent enough. And we do get salvage of my choice. This makes up for it. And yeah, nothing really of noteworthy to grab. Maybe the small laser. So we'll see what else we get for reward here. So 80,000, not too bad, but of course that's almost all exclusively due to the internal damage. And a little bit of damage to my LRM 10 that's on there too. But still, good success. Oh, is that it? Oh, part 2, we're not done yet. Interesting. Am I able to, actually, yeah, I should be able to repair, so let's set that up quickly. I don't know why that computer won't let me access it, but okay. So repair the mech. And I gotta keep an eye, let's see, 13 days. And then another 2 days. Wow, the javelin really took no damage. I was shocked and worried about that because it was engaging the urban mech by itself after all. So that extra bit of armor may be playing out well. Alright, so part 2. Picking up the pieces. You really stuck it to those vandals, and we can't thank you enough. But you kicked the Horde's nest a bit too hard. When they come back for revenge, they'll take it out on us. Fortunately, one of our own managed to pick up radio chatter about their home base, which is in a nearby system. If you go there and take out the leader, Victor Fogel, his vandals may scatter and finally leave this place for the inner spear. Leave this part of the inner spear for good. Please, this may be our only chance. So assassination. Then we have to travel to a new place. And since there's no systems here, I don't see why not. And there's a bunch of other missions there too. And what's in Remorna? Demolition is assassination defense, so no multi-mission. But plenty of missions nonetheless, so 20 days, 20 days. We are spending a lot of time traveling around, aren't we? But it looks like we just paid our last quarterly bill. Is what it's looking like. So we're okay. We are perfectly fine. We're going to be continuing to rack in the cash, hopefully. Especially with that salvage. Again, I'm a little worried maybe. Should I sell the Locust now or wait till I get to an industrial hub? I really do need to make a note to pay attention to that. What is the price for it? So 770,000. I doubt I'm going to remember that. But I'll hang on to it for that reason alone. And again, it is a question if I should even repair it. Yeah, let's experiment a bit. See if repairing it back to full operational status is worth my time, because it is, what, 70,000 here to do that? So we'll see if that makes a difference. And even if I can think of it, I can just look at these VODs after the fact to kind of help confirm, even if I were to forget. And there's a bunch of contracts here. All of them Davion and all of them raids, wow. And assassination is definitely the most difficult one of the bunch. So let's try and work our way up, I guess. I kind of want to go jump straight into the rank difficulty 18, I'm not going to lie. Because I don't think they want to wait. Well, actually, they're not being attacked. This is us doing the initiative, so maybe I can get away with leaving that for the time being. So what do we have here? Raid. Destroying your enemy isn't just about decimating their forces. Sometimes their infrastructure and organization needs to be hit just as hard. We have multiple key objectives marked, so self-explanatory. And I'm just trying to keep tabs on damage coverage for when I may want to start using this, and really, it's only when components start getting destroyed, so multi-missions that might be a factor. But just boost up payout, which should be good if these missions continue to have how they have been so far. Good God, 22 days go by. Maybe I don't want to do that yet. Although 6 salvage is not that great. We'll go with that. It is a more difficult mission, but geez, I wasn't realizing 20 days would have to be spent just to do a single mission. It seems a little unnecessary. But the squad's ready? What are some of these traits? Avoiding enemy fire. So you're getting pretty close to max out health. You need ballistic weapons and missiles. Yeah. You are basically as skilled as you possibly could be. Which probably puts your worth you don't have as much worth anymore until we can get you a ballistic mech maybe. You, on the other hand, you got plenty of lasers, at least levels for lasers to benefit off that. So we'll give you a try there, Maddingling. And in the meantime, everything's been loading in the background. That's another facet that's really convenient. Maybe not so much when you're kind of rushing through the missions and not playing it out, I guess. Or doing a YouTube series based on the playthrough of Mechwarrior 5, but I guess it works out nicely. Now, let's see how this goes. It is easily perhaps the most difficult mission we had to do yet, so let's not get too full of
Reactor
ourselves.
Online. Sensors online.
We're likely going to have to deal with
Weapons
some heavier
online.
firepower.
All systems nominal.
Somewhere up ahead is the leader of Bogle's Vandals. Knowing these raider crews, once their leader is killed, their organization will spiral into chaos. Hopefully, that'll be enough to get them to leave our employers be.
We can hope. They kind of got the high ground, though. So we're gonna have to fix that. Now, no contacts, although we only get contacts when we actually see them directly, which is why these hill slopes are kind of terrible for us. There could be 20 mechs just waiting over on the other side and wouldn't know it.
Looks like we got some bad intel. Our target is not here. Let's hope we have better luck at the other locations.
Well, we don't need to go over here then in that case. Not yet, at least.
Target acquired.
But it looks like they're already on the move. And falling from the sky.
Target destroyed.
Perfect. What else do we see on this ridge?
Moving to requested grid, Commander.
Destination reached.
Oops. There's a lot of them down there.
Repositioning, Commander.
We do not want to fight that.
Holding a designated position. Navigating to location.
So what if I'm the only one that has long-range firepower, and of course that means me getting exposed some. Which is why I would like some kind of nice scouting equipment, which would be really nice here. But if I can poke my head over, that's pretty good still. Slow process, but
Acquired.
I gotta make use out of these missiles after all, right?
Affirm, on the move.
You back up, you're not going up there yet. This is not your kind of fight.
Acquired.
Repositioning complete.
Although I can also hit them with autocannons some. Once it gets that
Target
point.
destroyed.
I'm just honestly worried about these guys, like, chasing after us if I ignore them.
Target acquired.
And this is why you have an LRM-10 on a Centurion. It's just the inconvenience of not being able to get contact lock. And of course, with a co-op pilot or player, it may not be the most exciting job for him too, but I'm sure you can appreciate how valuable having a proper scout mech would be here.
Target acquired.
There. SRM-60, good god. I imagine how much damage that would do if we gone down there guns blazing.
Target acquired.
That's like the heaviest type SRM carrier you can get.
Target
Damn, that was a good shot too.
destroyed. Target acquired.
So what do we have left? I think that's most of them besides the mechs, which are still coming.
Target destroyed.
But if we clear out the rest of them, that just means we're probably free to go down there and engage them. Oops.
Target acquired.
I think we're ready to go down there.
Shared target identified.
And he's coming up to meet us anyway, so... Time to have some fun with this mech. Oh. Not only is he finally coming up here, he's actually running away from us. I don't know if this AI is getting smarter or not, because I almost am positive that the dang thing tried to shoot down my AC-10 deliberately in the last video, which is definitely quite a feat. Now, why couldn't they do that for my lance mates? That's all. That's the only question I have. Because I'm already liking the potential of these AI if that was deliberate. Although it means one extra locust to deal with, so killing them off is important.
Target acquired.
Time to get swatted out of the sky.
Moving as instructed.
You are not going up there. Remember what happened last time.
Location, Commander.
Target acquired.
At the waypoint.
Well, I could tell them to form up on me, but
Copy. Moving to position. On station, Commander.
Target dis-
well, that was a nice shot. Oh god, there's our target.
Copy, Commander.
There's a Shadowhawk too.
Confirmed.
No way we could get that for salvage, alas, but I want to try and kill this thing quickly. Although it helps if I actually hit the components properly, I guess. Although it's not really hitting my friendlies or lance mates the best, although one of them's taking damage. And you have basically no weaponry now. Outside of an LRM-2, or SRM-2. It wasn't going to be salvage anyway, let's be honest.
Good work.
Not salvage we can get, that is.
We'll be able to breathe a little easier today.
Target
Now
destroyed.
let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
Oh, speaking of which. I gotta draw that fire now.
System offline.
Because he's gonna kill my friendly if we don't deal with this hunchback. And I definitely need more heat sinks, apparently. There goes your autocannon. So the big threat's out of the way.
New target acquired.
And we have to start making our way to the objective.
Copy, Commander. Moving to new location.
New target acquired.
And again, not likely to get salvaged, even for this medium mech. So let me just draw the fire in that case, huh?
Hostile neutralized.
At requested location.
Destroyed.
Good kill, Commander. Expensive, but good.
Now,
Acquired.
we're almost done.
Component lost.
Destroyed.
God damn it.
Threat removed.
Yeah, next time I just sprint on over to the dang thing. You didn't even sound like you were
Relocated,
dying.
Commander.
You just said a component was lost. That's a bit different than losing a mech, right? Definitely a much more difficult mission, though. And we do get rank 5 out of it, but at what cost? 500,000 C-bills and some reputation. We do get the hunchback, but we didn't have the salvage potential for it anyway. So not much we can do there, but what can we salvage from this? Was this worth my time? Oh, he's alive, he's injured, and the mech can be repaired. So alas, that's one situation where the insurances would be nice. Because the damage on everyone else is pretty straightforward, and yet fighting that hunchback alone is what caused that problem. Ooh, that probably makes mine worth though. A cicada, medium mech. It's not a heavy medium mech, but it's one we can utilize still. An LRM-10 Tier 2. There are no words to express our thanks. We know you're only in this for the money, but we like to believe there's some goodness in you as well. We don't have much, but as a demonstration of our gratitude, we'd like to present you this ancient battle mech that's been in our family for generations. It's not doing us any good just sitting here rusting away, so consider it yours. It's old, and it doesn't work quite right, but something tells me you'll find a way to put it to good use. I think so. We're gonna have to change out that flamer though, that won't do. And sadly it's not much more impactful than the dang javelin here, but we'll make do with it somehow. And also with that said, let's swap out this LRM. What is the difference there? Faster projectile speed. Actually, I did want to try a stream. This is a good opportunity for it, I guess, since I already threw it off anyway. Actually, I think I did not tell it to repair either, which is probably something I should do. I thought maybe I could repair the mech in the process, because I'm sure it's gonna elongate the process some. Because apparently apparently all my leg armor was breached there in that battle. So let's correct that. And I am really curious to how these streams will work. It sounds self-explanatory, but I mean for actually hitting them, since we've seen that a lot of those missiles didn't seem to connect with the burst fire. So that's going to take 15 days. Locust is currently being repaired. Javelin, you are fine, it looks like. And of course our Jenner is a bit of a mess. It did only lose the SRM-4 because it was connected to the center torso. And last, we don't have a spare. So maybe I might throw an LRM-5 on you, but I don't think that helps a whole lot. So maybe you're just gonna get an upgrade in the Cicada. With that said. And how much time will it take for said Cicada? 7 days. Actually, again, I probably am gonna refit this too, because I don't want the flamer. So this could throw in another laser. There's not a lot of variety otherwise. Oh, it's a small energy slot. Okay. This is mostly meant as a scout mech, so I don't expect this to be all that exciting of a mech to have. And apparently engine heat sinks, so we don't have the tonnage for that, so let's just throw on the armor. That'll help if it's worth some. And it could have a lot of potential armor too. With that said, alright, that's probably as balanced out as it could be. Alright, and we'll get a paint job for you another time, I guess. Let's try for one of those raids. At least make preparations for it, unless there's a better location to go to. Since we do have time to kill and a Mechwarrior that's in need of recuperation.
But before I get to that, I've been digging for more information on the mercenary group that came after us. Black Inferno are a very nasty piece of work. Not that we didn't already know that. By every account, they operate without regard to civilian rights and protection, raiding and pillaging at will, more like pirates than mercenaries. They're also extremely evasive. I see them pop up on the Mercenary Review Board's records from time to time, but not with enough frequency to justify their size, wealth, or sheer power. It also makes tracking their movements extremely difficult. I'll keep searching and see what more I can find. Spears said he'll do the same.
Good. We all want our pound of flesh from these bastards. So, what about this new contract?
Yeah, could be interesting. Seems a group of indentured employees, part of the Apex Mining Syndicate, are being taken advantage of and are suffering under horrendous working conditions. In an
Interesting.
attempt to force the Syndicate to the bargaining table, the workers want us to inflict some serious damage on two of the Syndicate's more critical mining installations. They believe the only language these people understand is the almighty Sibyl. It's hard to argue with that logic.
Sounds like a noble cause.
Maybe, but they're ready and willing to pay for our services, and we could use some more Sibyls ourselves. I've filed the mission briefing already. You just need to sign off on the operation and get us where we need to go.
Copy that.
Alright, so we unlocked maybe the next story mission, Noble Cause, if I had to guess. Let's see if we can find it somewhere if it's in the area. I may have to accept it first to even know where to go. Because it could be up there at Marlowe's Rift, but I am tempted to go that direction, but we'll work our way there, bit by bit. We'll cross the border of Davion and Draconis Combine and do that in time. Assuming our story mission takes us there, but let's do one more quick mission. Which would I prefer? Since I don't know the difficulty of these missions here, makes it a little bit difficult to know for certain. Very common to encounter a Shadowhawk down there. I think it's safe to say that might be a difficult mission. So how about we stay here for a bit? What does the intel look like though? Very common for another Shadowhawk. If the salvage is good, I would love to get me a Shadowhawk. And then otherwise, very common for urban mechs. If we can engage them at range, that's not a problem. So whatever has the best salvage rights, I suppose, is the one I want to take. They're all the exact same on salvage rights, though. And pay is almost identical, just different difficulties. Yeah, there's no way I can even get this salvage for a Griffin or Shadowhawk, which is unfortunate. And I still would like to believe I can get away. Well, actually I got more negotiation points, so... Which doesn't really help me a whole lot if I still suffer light damage, but it helps recoup some of the damage. Some of the losses, I guess. Alright. You're injured for 80 days, so we'll let you have your break. And everything is currently being repaired, I hope. Yeah, you're fine with the javelin still there, Madeline. And everything's currently being repaired, so 15 days. Let's do this. End this off on style, since that felt like a nice tense mission. It was definitely a lot more difficult, but losing the Jenner was simply because of that one hunchback that got right up close to us. So, otherwise it would have been a really damn good mission. I just need more actual firepower to cripple something like that really quickly. Since all I really got in the firepower department is my autocannon 10, and my lance mates can't really focus fire the best, or at least hit the component I want them to hit. It seems like. Which probably means rather I'm going to need better qualified Mechwarriors pretty soon. From what we're learning about the limitations of taking the cheaper ones.
Our client wants us to take out a number of structures within this vicinity. Scout the points marked on your map and identify the specific buildings our client wants destroyed. Then take them out.
That sounds good to me. We got 4 objectives to clear, so it'll take a little bit of time. And right now we're sporting 7 medium lasers and a sick hat with hopefully a little more armor. If all those can hit the same component, those things should do a world of damage. That's the trick, though. And I'm curious about these missiles. I want to see how that affects it. Oh, I lost lock, so that doesn't help. Doesn't seem all that impressive, honestly. I was kind of hoping maybe it wouldn't scatter as much. Weird thought, I know, but it seems to it fits the seam a little bit better since it's hard to see the front of my mech currently, but it didn't seem like it had that many missile tubes anyway, so I like to think a stream fits with the Centurion some. Now, helicopter on the left.
Destroyed.
Alright. Ooh, nice to breathe air. Not a lot of contacts otherwise. Oh, did I change that?
Target destroyed.
Just a turret though. Everyone stay here. Let's see what there is to spot, since I know you're gonna bug out if I try and have you go along this rocky slope.
Target acquired.
Nope, that was a little bit too high.
Incoming missile.
Nope, L-arm
Target destroyed.
L-arm harasser or L-arm carrier, which was it? L-arm tin harasser.
Threat removed.
Target destroyed.
Oh, well at least they're covering my back. That pays off nicely. Because I was completely oblivious to these guys.
Target neutralized.
So one benefit of leaving them behind a bit.
Moving in file.
Although I did take a lot more damage than I liked there from that range, apparently, with the autocannons.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Now, using my arm as my shield, let's go forward. There. I think that's not a terrible idea, is it? Not the best looking stance, but I might as well benefit off my autocannon arm, right?
Enemy destroyed.
So we're almost at the first objective.
Target acquired.
That was an unfortunate shot. And watch where my lance mates are going.
Target destroyed.
Nope, javelin took a bit of hits apparently.
Tango down.
So there's two objectives here.
Target acquired.
And can I shoot through that? No, I have to hit it multiple times to kill it. I was kind of wondering if I could shoot through to destroy other turrets.
Good work, Commander. That's one less target.
Target
Hostile neutralized.
Target down.
So we got company coming in, so you better back up.
Location, Commander.
Actually, get over there.
target destroyed.
I'll clear out this stuff here.
I'm in position, Commander.
And they have a manticore. You are not in
Tango
position.
down. We're heading that way now, Commander.
So can I get the hell over here?
Location, Commander. At the requested position, Commander.
Destroyed.
Enemy destroyed.
Yeah, you guys should be able to deal with the Air Force, right?
Target acquired.
Yeah, they might appear around the corner anytime. Oh, I thought it was Manticore, it's a Panther. There, nice clean kill on you. What else do we have?
Target acquired.
Manticore. Alright, so there was actually a Manticore. Come on, take your best shot. I dare ya.
Target destroyed.
I almost feel like an actual medieval knight there, kind of trying to use my shield arm while shooting back with the autocannon. It's a little ridiculous, but I like how it's working out. I just don't know if it's actually doing anything or not. Oh, we did destroy both. Oh, we dealt with both areas already. Perfect. But we do have another turret, though.
Target destroyed.
I need to try doing that more, especially on mechs that have really an arm that doesn't really do a whole lot. Since it's safe to assume torsos, this is not very practical, is it? Guys, every little bit counts, and it looks like this is a pathway upward. Through the back door, no less. I just hope my lance mates can navigate this terrain. So what do we have? At first I thought that was a hostile contact. Got scared for a moment. Yeah, just like that I thought were hostile contacts. That is a confirmed hostile though.
Target acquired.
Although I destroyed the building in front of it.
Neutralized.
Scratch that target off the list.
Now where's the rest of them?
Repositioning.
Well,
Target
they're all right there. That answers that question, doesn't it?
Requested, Commander.
target destroyed.
That was not intended, but it works.
Target acquired.
I can't see you, but... No, I didn't hit you either.
Target destroyed.
No mech contacts. Javelin, I kind of want to stay up there ideally.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Oh god, armor's exposed on my shield torso, so let's keep that in mind. Blast a hole in this goddamn wall. There, now we have half cover. And I'm shooting the other wall.
Target acquired.
You probably don't even have range to hit me, but I might as well shoot you. Yeah, that's kind of funny. It was saying within minimum range, and then the instant I lock on, fires.
Target destroyed. That was a great showing, Commander. Our benefactor will be pleased with our success. Now get back to the dropship ASAP.
Yep. Actually, I'll tell everyone to go up there, ahead of me.
That way now, Commander.
Because this clearly is always a good idea, right? Past experience has taught me this was the right choice to go.
Kill confirmed. We're moving, sir.
No one following us? Nope. I take that back. Here's company.
Target destroyed.
I would love to get some Artemis for enhancing the lock-ons of these missiles. But that's really high-tech stuff, I believe.
Made it to your requested location, sir.
Or even a Beagle Active Probe would be amazing. I just don't know if they're actually in this game or not. Because that would be a great way to help with the game lock-ons and all that.
Great showing, Commander.
I would like to think anyway,
Our employers
since
will
it's supposed to be
pleased.
enhanced sensors after all. There. That felt like a good mission. We did get our armor breached, but hey. I am starting to figure out how to make use of Centurion the shield. We are now the 30th century version of a medieval knight. Instead of a sword with our shield, it's autocannon shield. Or autocannon board. Which we're going to need to come up with a new nickname. Oh my. Oh my. What have we here? Sadly, it means I won't get to autocannon 5. But I can at least get the burst fire one. That is a worthwhile grab. Because I may actually use that Panther if it helps to encourage, well, it would be a good way to replace the Jenner. And I should have had a look for an SRM4. Silly me, that may have been a thought process too. That would have been a good idea. But yeah. I still enjoyed that one mission, that high value mission. We have access to the next story mission. Was it the next campaign mission? But it did cost us heavily. But we're still going up in the value. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I will see you next time.